Hey guys, so it's Shane here from Laser Mobile, and today I will be comparing the 2014 Moto X and the HTC One M8. So let's get started. So to start off with the hardware, the HTC One M8 has a 5-inch 1080p display with 441 ppi, while the Moto X has a 5.2-inch 1080p display with 424 ppi. Now the HTC One M8 has a 2.3 GHz Snapdragon 801 processor, 2 GB of RAM, and the 2014 Moto X has a 2.5 GHz Snapdragon 801 processor with 2 GB of RAM. Now for the display, I think that HTC's display is far superior to that of the Moto X. It's not far superior. It's better than that of the Moto X. It just looks amazing. All its colors are vibrant and the blacks are really good. But the Moto X is still a good display. It's just not as good as the HTC One M8 in my opinion. Now the processors are going to be exactly the same. You're not going to notice a difference at all when gaming or doing anything at all. So really, if you're going to decide between the phones on the processor, you won't really be able to decide between these two devices. Now when it comes to the design of these two devices, the HTC One M8 has a beautiful aluminum unibody design. It kind of has a brushed metal look. The metal curves around the sides of the devices, and it is actually 90% metal. The only non-metal parts are the top of the device, where the IR blaster is, the two cameras, and the LTE bands. This obviously does not include the display. Now, HTC also made an amazing design. They also put boom sound speakers on the front, which give it a very good sound. And overall, the boom sound speakers are probably the best speakers on the market. Now, as well, one of the downsides to this design is HTC has sort of a band on the bottom that just adds to the height of the device. It's actually taller than the Moto X, but the screen is smaller. So now when it comes to the design of the Moto X, I personally love this design with the bamboo. They were able to keep the device quite compact for a 5.2-inch display, and to be able to put the bamboo on the back and customize the speaker grills and the rim around the Motorola logo, I really love. Now as well, what they do on the front is when you swipe across, your finger kind of just slides off the glass because the glass is curved on the sides. This gives it a very nice feel, like that of the iPhone 6 or 6 Plus. Now when it comes to the camera on both of these devices, the HTC One M8 has a 4 ultrapixel camera with duo camera capabilities. This is because of the second camera on top of the primary lens on the back of the device. This enables the device to focus after the shot's taken and do some really cool 3D effects. This is personally a really cool feature. However, it should not be a deal breaker for you on this device. Now the Moto X has a 10 megapixel camera. However, it does underperform for 10 megapixels. I say it's more like a 7 megapixel camera because Motorola's image processing just is very bad when it comes to this device. I still believe that the zoom is good on the Motorola, but the overall image quality is better on the HTC. But where HTC lacks is when it comes to cropping the photo after the fact. You can barely crop it without losing instantly. When you crop it, you lose a lot of the quality of the image. Now when it comes to the flashes on both these devices, the 2014 Moto X has a dual LED flash, while the HTC One M8 has a two-tone flash. And the HTC produces better images when focusing on people, and it produces better low lighting overall. When it comes to the front-facing cameras, the 2014 Moto X has a 2 megapixel camera on the front of the device. This is nothing to be proud about. It's not a very good camera at all, whereas the HTC One M8 has a 5 megapixel camera on the front. So this is very high quality for taking selfies and pictures from the front of the device. Now when it comes to the software of both these devices, HTC is running Android 4.4 KitKat with Sense 6 overlay. So personally, I think Sense is my favorite Android skin, with features like Blink Feed and in the gallery where you can actually create highlight videos, which I love. Highlight videos are some of the best things, and I'll show you a highlight video now. So basically it just takes a bunch of your Zoe pictures and regular pictures, puts it into a really cool video with music. You don't have to do any editing. It selects the photos for you, but you can customize it if you want and edit it a bit more. But really it's just an easy way for the average consumer to make really cool highlight videos of where they go. It also has, I like how there's the app drawer. You can customize it to your liking. You can put folders in it. You can have it alphabetical. And that's something that pretty much no other OEM does except for HTC, which I really like. Whereas Motorola went really simplistic. They have Android 5.0, which is great because they get the updates quicker than anyone else because of how simple it is. But I really think that it lacks features like blink feed and gallery features that HTC has, which I always find myself missing when I go to any other phone. So Motorola has stuff like active display, which means you can turn on the display when you look at it because of the 4 sensors on the front. Also, when someone calls you, you can wave your hand over it, which is really cool to answer it. And if someone's calling you, your phone's ringing, say you're in a public place or a quiet place, as soon as you pick up your phone, it stops ringing because it senses that you've picked it up. These are really cool features. However, I miss the big features like blink feed on HTC. So overall, my final verdict for both these devices is I picked the HTC One M8. Between the amazing aluminum design, Zoe features, highlight videos, blink feed, and boom sound speakers, you can't really go wrong. While Motorola does have front-facing speakers, they are not nearly as good as the boom sound. They are front-facing, so give Motorola credit for trying to enhance their speakers by doing that, but they didn't really enhance the bass and the stereo in their speakers. So thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe down below, and check out my giveaway, the LG G3 giveaway on my channel. It should be on the front of my channel, so if you just click, you'll see it right away, and enter to get a chance to win. So for everything mobile, subscribe to Laser Mobile. Thanks for watching.